Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Lifeology. Here I am going to discuss about the syllabus of MSc Microbiology for SEM 1, that is paper 1, microbial metabolism. In this video, along with the detailed syllabus, we are also going to discuss the previous year questions from the university examinations. From previous 5 years, the questions are sorted and presented topic wise, so it will be very easy for the students to study respective topic, as which type of questions can be asked, it is given here in the video. Then after that, you will also get the reference book at the end of the video, so see video till end. So here in this paper, in microbial metabolism, we are having 4 units, as in the other papers also we are having 4 units for all the papers. So first is carbohydrate and lipid, second is protein and nucleic acid, third one is photosynthesis, and fourth one is nitrogen and sulfur metabolism and methanogenesis. Now let's start in detail. So unit number 1, that is carbohydrate and lipid, it is consisting of mainly the carbohydrate part, that is carbohydrate as informational molecules, that is sugar codes, and most importantly the different types of lectins, that is plant lectins, animal lectins, viral and bacterial lectins. After that, you are also having the reverse TCA cycle, that is reverse tricarboxylic acid cycle. Then the biosynthesis of cell wall polysaccharides and bacterial peptidoglycan, these are the part of carbohydrate. Then from lipid, the membrane lipids and the biosynthesis of membrane phospholipids and the ketone bodies. This much part is there in your syllabus. Then what type of question can be asked from the first part, that is carbohydrate as informational molecules. This is the most favorite questions of the examiners. In most of the previous year question papers, the question is asked from this part. So what type of question can be asked? Here it is given, the classify lectins and explain their functional significance in organisms that produce them. So if such type of question is asked, you have to write different types of lectins, that is plant, animal, bacterial, viral, that is the classification, along with their functional significance, means that their importance, what role they are playing, you have to write in detail. As these questions are for 16 marks, major questions are there, so you have to write all the details. Then the next type of question is describe various types of bacterial lectins. This is a specific kind of question. Instead of bacterial, they can ask the plant or animal or viral likewise. Now in third question, you can see here directly the examples are given. You have to identify they comes under which class and then have to write about their application. So here you can understand not only the carbohydrates or lectins, but their application or their role is very important. Whenever you are writing your answer, you have to write separately the significance or their application. The next commonly asked question is from the biosynthesis. The biosynthesis of bacterial cell wall, peptidoglycan, and the second is again the synthesis. The question is from the peptidoglycan synthesis, but here it is mentioned in the gram-positive bacteria. There is no major question from the reverse TCA cycle in the previous year question paper, so that's why I have not written here from the question from the reverse TCA. Instead, the short answer questions are asked from this point that I have explained in the last slide. Then from the lipid, only a single type of question is asked in few papers, that is about the biosynthesis of membrane phospholipid. From here you can understand that from the carbohydrate and lipid, the very first part of this unit is most important. You have to do that part in very detail. The next unit is protein and nucleic acid. From proteins and nucleic acid, the proteins, in proteins we are having determination and characteristics of alpha helix and beta sheets, that is the secondary structure of protein. Then concept of protein domain and motifs, common motifs and their role in metabolism. Then protein folding and denaturation curves, role of chaperones, chaperonins, and biosynthesis of all amino acids. This is quite a lengthy portion, and but questions are asked most commonly, you can say the questions are asked from this part. Then nucleic acid is their structural detail of duplex DNA. Then unusual structures, that is from nucleic acid, palindromes, inverted repeats, mirror repeats, triplet DNA, G tetraplex, secondary structure of RNA, purine and pyrimidine biosynthesis, degradation and regulation, then salvage pathway and inhibitors. These are the questions from the proteins, part of the syllabus from the proteins and nucleic acid. Now questions from proteins part. The question can be asked as discuss in detail characteristic of alpha helix and beta sheet structure. This is a direct kind of question, but from the second part of the protein, that is question can be asked like this: define the terms protein, domain and motifs. Discuss the role of common motifs in metabolism. Then discuss the biosynthetic pathway of a tyrosine and methionine. Here sometime directly the examples of amino acids are asked, and sometime they have asked just aromatic amino acid. And here I have given in you can see here the different amino acids which I have asked in the previous year. I have mentioned them, but they can ask directly with the name of the amino acids or as a in general amino acids. So you have to study at least the common type of amino acids which I have asked in the previous year question paper. Then from the nucleic acid, the structure of DNA, actually it is never asked in the previous year papers, which is very simple part, but they have not asked this direct structure of the duplex DNA. Instead, most of the questions are from the unusual structures, like the question from the salvage pathway, then secondary structure of RNA, then major steps in pyrimidine nucleotide biosynthesis, describe the biosynthesis of purine ribonucleotide and note on its regulation. Likewise, the questions can be asked, or these are the questions which are asked in the previous years. Then from the unit 3, that is photosynthesis, here the first point is anoxygenic photosynthesis, and this anoxygenic photosynthesis, it is performed by the green sulfur bacteria and non-sulfur bacteria and purple phototrophic bacteria. So we are going to study these 3 type of bacteria in detail with their complete photosynthetic mechanism. Then oxygenic photosynthesis, there will be only cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, from the microorganisms, only cyanobacteria shows the oxygenic photosynthesis. Then chemolithotrophy. In that chemolithotrophy, there is hydrogen oxidation and autotrophy in hydrogen bacteria, and oxidation of reduced sulfur compounds and iron. And at last, the very short point, that is bioluminescence. So as per the questions, from anoxygenic photosynthesis, which is most common part for the question in the examination, university examination, the very first you can see, describe the photosynthetic pathway. Directly they can ask the photosynthetic pathway, or specifically anoxygenic photosynthesis with respect to the green sulfur bacteria, or sometime non-sulfur bacteria, or sometime purple bacteria. All these are asked in the previous years. Then the second type of question is describe the reaction center. Now this is quite, you can say, twisted type of question. It is not asked directly. Here they have asked to describe the reaction center of purple photosynthetic bacteria and photosynthetic events for generating ATP. So you have to understand the question properly, and then only you can write the answer. From oxygenic photosynthesis, from this part the questions are asked very commonly. Then the question can be like this: write a note on light reaction in cyanobacteria, then explain photosynthetic pathway of cyanobacteria, the process of non-cyclic photophosphorylation in cyanobacteria, and the oxygenic photosynthesis in cyanobacteria in detail. In short, you have to do complete photosynthesis in cyanobacteria. Then from the next point, that is oxidation of reduced sulfur compounds, discuss the biochemistry involved in the oxidation of reduced sulfur compounds and iron. Remaining points, they are asked in the minor questions that we'll discuss in the last slide. So bioluminescence is also asked, but most of the time this bioluminescence, it is asked just for the 4 marks as a short note. Then from last unit, that is unit number 4, nitrogen and sulfur metabolism and methanogenesis. Here in this unit you will see the different mechanisms or different processes which involve the nitrogen, like nitrification, denitrification, NMOX, the process of NMOX reaction, nitrate reduction, likewise, and also the nitrogen fixation. Here we will see both the type of nitrogen fixation, that is symbiotic and non-symbiotic. Then along with that, the sulfur metabolism, in that sulfate reduction, and also the methanogenesis, acetogenesis, acetate use and autotrophy. These are the points or syllabus for the 4th unit. Now the questions. From the nitrogen part, the questions can be like this: discuss in detail the concept of nitrification and denitrification. Then describe in detail nitrification, write a note on NMOX. NMOX is also asked for the short question and as well as long question, so this is quite important. Then describe the process of nitrification and denitrification. Again, it is repeating, the question is repeating. Then from the nitrogen fixation, describe in detail about the nitrogenase complex. Again, this is a deep question asked on the basis of mechanism, and add a note on comparison between symbiotic and non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation. So here you have to explain what is the difference between symbiotic and non-symbiotic, along with the similarity. Then explain the process of root nodule formation and note on nitrogenase enzyme. Now, if a root nodule is asked, no doubt it is from the symbiotic nitrogen fixation. After that, from sulfate reduction, discuss the sulfate reduction and methanogenesis. And again, separately from the methanogenesis, describe in detail the process of methanogenesis. Here you have to write the process in detail with mechanism. Then sometime the schematic pathway is also asked, schematic pathway for the methane production and role of coenzymes. And also the question is asked on the describe in detail the process of acetogenesis. So these were the major questions from all the 4 units. Now let's see the last 5th question, how the 5th question is asked. From first unit, the most commonly asked notes or the short questions are on the membrane lipids. Ketone bodies is most favorite part of the examiners to ask in last question, that is question number 5. And here con A4 is given, it is one of the lectin. So here instead of con A4, any one lectin can be asked. Then from unit 2, the common questions for the last question number 5 is classification of photosynthetic bacteria. Then bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is very commonly asked in the last question. Then oxidation of iron. Then phenomena of bioluminescence. Actually, I have missed this. Here it will be phenomena of bioluminescence that I have already mentioned. Then autotrophy in hydrogen bacteria. Then from unit 3, B form of DNA, that is normal DNA. And then the note on salvage pathway. Then unusual structures of nucleic acids, chaperones, and secondary structure of RNA. And from the last unit, NMOX, acetogenesis, denitrification, nitrogenase complex, and also the process of methane formation. So this was all about the questions and the syllabus of this microbial metabolism. Now let's talk about the books, which books you can refer. The most important, you can say, the books to book should be easy to understand here, and here all the books are the reference books. The Bacterial Metabolism by Doyle is very common book, but the language is quite difficult. Instead, if you follow the Microbial Physiology by Mount, Foster and Spector, it is very good book. The language is also good, and the soft copy is easily available. And I have given the link for the soft copy in the description box. You can go there and find the books for this microbial metabolism. Thank you for watching from Learn Lifeology, and for more subjective videos, keep watching Learn Lifeology. Thank you.